Phrasal verb number 1, to add up to. Definition, to equal something. Examples, I'm adding all my costs up for the business trip. I'm adding all my costs up for the business trip. 5 plus 5 adds up to 10. 5 plus 5 adds up to 10. The evidence didn't quite add up. The evidence didn't quite add up. Examples said quickly. I'm adding all my costs up for the business trip. I'm adding all my costs up for the business trip. 5 plus 5 adds up to 10. 5 plus 5 adds up to 10. The evidence didn't quite add up. The evidence didn't quite add up. So to add up, guys, can mean both something literal in the sense that you are adding two numbers, two quantities of something to equal a larger quantity. So in the case of 5 plus 5 adds up to 10, I'm adding two 5s together and I'm getting 10. So 5 and 5 adds up to the number 10. However, in the example number 3, the evidence didn't quite add up. This isn't literal where it's two numbers or two quantities of something adding up to equal a total, to equal the sum. Instead, it's the evidence didn't quite add up, which means in this case it's something more figurative, not literal, where the evidence didn't make sense. So say, for example, you've got some police officers looking into a case, into a crime, and they're trying to find the answer, but when they put all of the evidence together, it doesn't make sense. So say the crime was committed by one person that someone saw. However, when the police look at the evidence, it suggests that there were 3 people involved, but the eyewitnesses, the people who saw the crime take place, only saw one person. So that is where you could say, well, the evidence from the eyewitnesses compared to the evidence that we've collected as policemen doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. How can this be the case? It's either one person or 3 people. It can't be both. So the evidence didn't quite add up. And one other thing I might mention quickly here is that you can split the phrasal verb to add up. You'll notice in the first example, I'm adding all my costs up for the business trip. That's split. I've put the subject, all my costs, between adding and up. So I've split the phrasal verb. But you could also say I'm adding up all my costs for the business trip. So you could keep the phrasal verb unsplit. You could keep it together. It comes down to choice a lot of the time. So that's the phrasal verb to add up to, guys.